But at the same time, I wanted to have some fun, and I love to have fun, and I thought it was a wonderful way that women could come together and just enjoy themselves and also feel like that they were doing something for other women in creating community awareness.
That's what we're really trying to do, stop the violence, but we really want to get men involved as well.
I think it's a terrific event that people have come out to support. It's an important issue for the Newcastle community, but also for broader across Australia.
My wife has been involved in all this, and I just think the concept and the awareness of it all is fantastic. I think every man in the world should stop and listen and take note, because the violence has to stop.
1 in 3 women will be sexually abused before the age of 16.
My sister was murdered through domestic violence, and I think you never think this sort of thing's going to happen to you or your family, and when it does, it's earth-shattering.
There are ways to deal with these things, and I believe domestic violence is not a solution in any nation, let alone a first world nation like Australia.
The men in my life are so supportive. How must it be to not have any of that, to the war thing, and to have to leave your home with your children or with whatever you have and leave it all behind because somebody is threatening you, because someone is going to do irreparable harm to you.
It's not only the women that are impacted by the domestic violence, but also the children. They see it, they hear it. Just because they're behind a closed door doesn't mean they're not affected by that.
I think it's amazing, it's awesome. Everyone should support Nova.
What do you think about that? I thought that was fantastic. I think it's for a great cause, and I'm really proud of my mum for taking part. Yeah, if there's anything I can do to help with raise awareness for domestic violence and help it end, then I'll do anything I can to help.
Okay, I haven't experienced domestic abuse myself and not had anywhere to turn, not knowing what to do. It took 9 years to get out of that abusive situation, so I'm way behind all this, definitely. It shouldn't happen to anyone, anywhere.
If from such a young age boys and girls are treated the same way, it allows that generation to grow up knowing that they can be a difference compared to past generations. So anything can change everything.
The thing that really horrifies me as a mother and as a grandmother is that in 2012, 87% of domestic violence victims were women, and I think that's a disgrace. Frightens me for my daughter and for my granddaughters.
The long-term effects and the trauma from sexual assault, reported or non-reported, is horrendous, and I think it's time that we all stood up and said no to all forms of violence.
I love to see that many women together standing and singing I Am Woman. Absolutely inspiring.
Oh, this is the second one. I saw yesterday's performance as well, and it's great. So I put the video on Facebook, and it's got over 1,200 hits so far.
It doesn't matter what your voice sounds like, it's what your voice is saying.
The thing that I'm taking away from this is that I will no longer put my head in the sand. And if I see something, hear something, I'm going to do something.
See, women have such a sense of fairness and social justice and equality, and saying that no one should be subject to violence. I feel really proud.
Since 2000, coward punches have killed roughly 7 men each year. That's how many women were killed by their partners in the first 5 weeks of 2015. Where's the national outrage?